Okay, on again with a battle. This is from my campaign. This is versus Norsca. This is about the midway through my campaign, and they're pushing in, trying to take one of my settlements in the north. So, defending this, we have an arch actor. We'll have a quick look at his stats. Came into there we go. So he has divine power, miscast chance for any enemy casters, very handy. I can't remember if they've got a, have a look at their Norsca in a minute, see if they've actually got a caster. He can hide in forest. He got the encouragement. He causes terror and causes fear. Now this is because of the magical mask of Eek, or E, I believe. That's why he's got that. Fire weakness, unfortunately. Magical resistance, but he's got good magical resistance, good missile, good physical resistance, and a ward save. So he's got some basic stats there just to help him along. He's got reasonable attack, bit of armor piercing on his attack, so it's not too bad. He's got a bonus for the yard as well, so he can do a little bit of work against the yard units, so he's not too bad. Actually, let's have a look at the more. So we've got the rest of this army. So we've got 2 crossbowmen flanking him. We've got some spearmen with shields. Remember using the. Let's just remind you of the extra rank bonus because they're spearmen. And they got charge defense for all, and they got fire weakness as well. Over here, we have great swords. I think the fire weakness must come from a maybe mage, I presume. Anyway, so great swords. Actually, remember to put them in near the front line for a change. Nice armor piercing. No infantry bonus as they had before. But good overall stats, good armor. Having a boosted from some stats they have. And a good solid unit, and they have the encouragement to help. There it is, to help any nearby units. So that's our back line, and then up front we have some Fragments. Now Fragments, Warband is a special unit, which is only in the new units part of this mod, if you download that with it. So what do they bring? Well, they have a horde mentality. So being that's a huge amount, it's 160 strong, so that's pretty much the same as the, I believe, the Tattersalls, not 150, so even more than the Tattersalls. They have a huge charge bonus, 40. Good weapon strength of 30, but not much armor piercing, but not too bad. Melee defense, good melee attack, not that quickest, but and leadership, but of course they're unbreakable, so that doesn't matter. They're impetuous, which means they can go into frenzy. So let's look at the special stats for the Fragments, which this mod brings. So they have frenzy, which is rip and tear. So it's a constant, as long as leadership is when leadership is when it's greater than 50%, they have rip and tear for 20 seconds, plus 12% armor piercing, plus 8 melee attack, and plus 12% weapon damage, so they go to rampage, so they're uncontrollable. And they still get the still angry buff after 20 seconds, but they drop the rampage mechanic, so a good 49, strong, unbreakable, ready to tear them in. Now of course they are a horde unit, so they get a bonus, as long as they have a hit points greater than 50%, plus 3 melee attack, plus 3 melee defense, and plus 10 leadership, because they're in a big horde, so that gives them more confidence. Unbreakable, as always, and they have the rampage mechanic, immune to psychology, hide in forest, and they got fire weakness as well, so that must be a mage thing. Must have an enemy mage, we'll look at that in a minute. So I've got a warband there. Now these don't encourage, the other regiments do encourage, if memory serves, but these don't encourage, they just provide a self bonus, so they don't encourage nearby troops. Another Fragments warband with the same stats, apart from the horde mechanic, and the Tattersalls, again same stats, they've been added with these, but they have the Ender's Nigh, which I don't think they had. Did they have these? Yes they did. I missed that. The Ender's Nigh, constant self, phase 1, 24 seconds, so they have a melee attack straight from the off. Phase 2, strength of the Penitent, 24 seconds, plus melee attack, plus armor piercing damage, plus weapon damage, so that's 8% across the board. And there's insensible to pain at phase 3, and what that brings is a physical resistance as well as the above, so the longer they stay in the fight, the better they become. Really good frontline attacking unit, so that's them. I have the same old pistol outriders and a couple of units, 3 units of outriders to give me some extra damage, armor piercing damage. These are rocking quite high damage because of the campaign buffs I've got. And on top of the hill we have a mortar and we have a great cannon, and you'll see how effective this is in a minute. But like before, They have a massive armor piercing damage of 1000. Good range. Probably not as range as bigger range as vanilla, but a good range. Not much leadership and totally over other stats, but they are very powerful. Another unit of fragile is just to protect them. Probably could have done more, and that's it for my composition. Right, let's start this game off, and I'm going to start slowly going in. And they have giant. Let's have a quick look at what giant brings to the table. Actually, let's do this because it starts quite quickly. This fight. So what does a giant bring? Stubborn. So he's a stubborn giant, and he causes fear. Cause giant terror. Cause giant. Huge damage. Let's see if we can get better damage. There we go. 265 armor piercing. Huge damage. Good leadership, and good all round stats. And a charge 171. And we got the skin wolves. They also bring they got the frenzy mechanic. They have apprenticeship points to regenerate, and they rampage as well. Cause fear, and physical resistance. Oh, very good. Mammoth, which is just a normal feral mammoth, so nothing that special about it. They can rampage, obviously. Good, massive damage, and really fast. 80. Then we got some cav. So they have a rage mechanic, which you can read there. As long as they're engaged in melee, and leadership is broken, disabled if it's broken. So as long as they've got good leadership, they'll be fine. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. Good deal of bonuses, +4 melee attack and leadership, and then a physical resistance. And then as they go to Phase 3, they get an extra boost to the damage. So a good buff for them in the rage. So we've got a couple of units of them, and we've got horsemen with. So we've got 2 missile cavalry, so 4 axes, and those are the spear unit. Chariot. So all Norsca have this mechanic of rage, and they have bumpy ride as well. If they're in the forest, they get cause damage to themselves. Small skin moves in the back. There's a fire mage, so that must be what's causing the weakness to fire. I presume it is. Let's just double check, but just to say, because it's actually bugging me now. Come on. There we go. So we're building head, fireball, kindle flame. There you go. Casting map wide effects around self, affects enemies in range. So that's map wide, weakness and fire. And some more stats there. He's also got the rage mechanic. Interesting. He's got encourage and evasion. Right. And of course there's a more achievement. Let's go with the more achievement. Compared to my Archector, much better defend, much better attacker across the board, really. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Sorry about the long introduction, but I had to cover as much as I can with the new units to give you an idea. So, first of all, I try to pick a target for my cannon. Let's pray, and then so he launched a couple of fireballs, which homed in on my Outriders, and he's launched another fireball straight down the middle. Let's see if that hits. And if you see that, there it is. That's the power of a cannonball. Absolutely destroyed him in one hit. That's one volley and totally annihilated the giant. Obscenely powerful. So now as the Norscan hordes come in, you can see some skin wolves getting a bit ahead of themselves. I decided to meet them in the face, charge with my halberdiers to get that anti-arch bonus. And then switch my troops to the right, because I can see the gap appearing, and I forgot to put more Demigryph Knights. So I've got some Demigryph Knights on the mat. Let's have a quick look at them. They have unremitting violence, which means they are, if you read that, because they not do substantial area effect damage, and like most of the monstrous creatures, they instead pound and disembowel their targets with methodical savage. So a nightmare. They have massive damage, they have great charge, and a brilliant unit. And you can see them, I'm charging them in now. At the front, let's go back to full speed. Skill moves have already rampaged. And the mammoth is causing havoc against one of my halberdier units. So I'm pushing my Cataph. Now reacting into the front lines to go straight against them. against their war chief. And I switch my crossbow units, which I presume are fighting the mountain now. I think they are shooting now. I'm firing with range from that scope from at the back. In the meantime, from the hill, I'm just peppering away with my outriders, trying to weaken these units and trying to free up my artillery to keep pounding away. As you can see, I'm turning my artillery to try to hit, I think, this giant here. Let's see if we get a hit on him. I mean, front line's going reasonably well for me.
Death to them!
And cavalry and the crossbowmen are now targeting the giant as well.
Moving now!
We've only got 3 and a shot at them, so we still got a few units coming in and out. Fragments are rampaging as well. But across the front line we're holding, which is the main thing. And there's a shot from them. And you're at. He's down straight away. So peppered them with the crossbows, and now one shot of the cannon. That is that. Always take out cannon fighter these days. So in the main fight at the front, I've pretty much whittled them all down, and the crossbowmen are just crewing up shop. On the hill, great swords are still protecting my cannon, which I start to move, which they shouldn't be really, but there you go. I got my outriders shooting into the skin wolves armoured here. And demigriffs are now finishing off the arch chariots. And I think that's a bull tear out, and there it goes. That's an easy win for the Empire. Not a huge problem, but this cannon, as you can see, paid for itself. Go for a quick walk while at the end of the fight, why not? And there we go. Right, let's move on to another replay.